Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, so this is another episode of the Car Cast. I'm getting it on here up in my vehicle. I actually just took the car to the Subaru dealership to get it serviced. I like Subarus. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people say that the Subaru is the car for a woman, specifically a lesbian woman. I don't buy that. I think they're cool for everybody. I don't see lesbians driving around in WRX STIs and stuff like that. You never see anything like that. So that's just people talking shit. You know, people talk a lot of shit. If you could actually just sift out the shit from what people are talking about and just scoop out all the shit, then you would see that how much of it is for just being that's annoying. That's super annoying. How about that? Turn that off. Trying to record audio, yeah, I've mentioned this before on this thing. It's like super difficult to do this when you're driving because your phone will go off and then you'll be like, oh man, this is not what people want to hear. It's basically me talking into my phone while I'm driving and trying to make a podcast by myself. So that's what it is. Check it out. I'm not you know, am I proud of it? I mean, I made it. I put it out there. I edited it. I made it available for you're super proud. I'm gonna let you know it's out there. If you want to check it out, feel free. What would I, do it. Make content, produce things. I drew this picture. Here's a picture. Look at this picture. There you go. You like it? Cool. You don't like it? Okay, fine. But I did it. Otherwise, I would have done. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know. So do stuff. Get stuff done. Some people do nothing. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. If it ain't you. Well, anyway. I was just singing. Is that good? It's not good singing. No. I'm not asking that as if you'd answer me. Where? In this car? Online? Yeah, somebody tweets at me, hey, I heard you singing Alicia Keys in your CarCast podcast thing you do, and I liked it. It was fun. That's not happening. Ooh, Sniffles. They call me Mr. Sniffles. I sniffle a lot when I record things, apparently. That's what I've heard from listening to my audio. They call me Mr. Sniffler, Sniffleupagus. I wonder if Snuffleupagus. See, I was gonna say I wonder if Snuffleupagus did coke, but he certainly doesn't seem like he did coke. If any of the Sesame Street characters did coke, it would have to be Telly, because Telly is so paranoid and anxious. That's coke. That's what that is. Snuffleupagus is on some serious downers. He's on horse tranquilizers, or I think that they're called horse barbiturates. Yeah, he's doing that stuff. He's doing that snuff. Yeah, he might be on heroin and shit like that. Like, hey man, you guys got any space in your, man? This is a way better car to do the audio in than my car. My girlfriend's car is so much better. It's nice. I mean, I guess it just got serviced, no wonder. Are you making stuff? Are you putting stuff out? You gotta put stuff out. You gotta make content. If you're not making anything, then what are people going to, enjoy of yours? Just your tweets? You cannot build a brand off tweets alone. Impossible. You gotta do something. Gotta make something happen. I'm gonna put the phone down there on top of that Alicia Keys album, Diary of Alicia Keys. Diarrhea of Alicia Keys. Some people would be into that. Every time there's something really gross that has to do with women, I always assume that it's like Japanese businessmen and then Germans are into it. That's like the people that I assume are. Just go forward a little bit, please. You don't have to be hanging back that much. You can drive behind people and you know that they have smaller dicks than you. You're like, this guy certainly has a smaller dick. Or balls. They have no balls. You got when sometimes I'll be driving, I'll be like, what's wrong with this person? They're not going. They can go. They don't want to make a left on green, even though they got the space, they got the time. They got no balls. And then you pull up to the car, you want to see their face. And then you see, oh, it's a woman. No wonder she's got no balls. That makes you do stuff. Balls make you do things, like the testosterone. That testosterone will make you throw a punch that you wouldn't do it if you had just jerked off. You might not throw a punch. But if you ain't jerked off in 35 days and somebody starts talking smack, you might be so pent up that you just gotta throw that big right hand, that haymaker from your hip. It's coming out of nowhere. Just rock somebody because they stepped on your sneaker. Bye. I'm going to disconnect you from your consciousness, my friend. Got to get dealt with, man. Sometimes people got to get dealt with. It is what it is. I've been saying it is what it is a lot, and it's not good. It's not good. I was also saying whatever, who cares? Whatever, who cares? It is what it is. Those are all those same kind of lines. Why? I just want to be able to perform for an audience. I want to make them laugh. I want them to enjoy it. I want to be loose enough to be free. You have to build this set, when you're doing stand-up, you have to design this set, and then the set, you have to perform it very, very, very well, and then people enjoy the set, and they want to see your performances more, and you become more popular as a comedian, and things like that. But it's really kind of weird because you have to write, you're writing, and you're like, I think this is good, I like this, I like what I wrote, and then you try to go do it, and then that doesn't work. So then you're sitting there, and you're adjusting your material and trying to make it funnier and funnier and funnier, and sometimes it doesn't feel like you're making it funny for you, it makes you feel like you're making it funny for them. And that's not, it's bittersweet, because if I don't know if I'm just going out to do comedy just to get a laugh for you. I'm going out to get the laughs for me. Said, no, you is the comedian that benevolent? It's like, well, you're doing it to get the laugh for you, but when they laugh for you, that means they like you, so now you're getting people to like you. What you want is you want people to like you. So you're doing this I'm doing this so you like me. I'm doing these jokes so you like me. You don't like that? Well, that's not good for me. Oopsie. This isn't working out the way I wanted it to at all. Wah, wah. Is that what you do? I don't know. This is actually interesting here. I'm in this fat amount of traffic. Fat, thick traffic. And that is conducive to making audio recordings, and also very, very, it's odd. Do Do I spend the time listening to the sets that I already did? Or do I try to create more material to put it out so that people might listen to it? I say make more material, put that out, maybe people like it, and then you can do the other stuff knowing that you released a new audio podcast recently. Because that's what you want to do. You want to keep putting stuff out. You need to keep making material. Keep making material. Keep making material. It's tough because there are a lot of different things that you can do out there that can draw people towards you, and you need to do them not just once or twice. You have to do it really consistently and do it well, with integrity. Edit these things, try to improve them, keep pushing them, trying to make them better. And then when you're doing all that stuff, you create this momentum and you get this confidence and you do improve at it, and then that does draw people in towards you. You really do try to get more of a buzz going, and people really respond to that. But you have to be consistent. You have to keep pushing it every day. Make sure that people are checking it out. They say winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. I'm really, really focused on just winning. I'm not doing a lot of different stuff. I'm sticking with just a few things, and I'm trying to do those things well. I'm writing my comedy book. I'm working on my set, working on these podcasts, and I'm doing blog posts. Those blog posts are now starting to become easy, and when I say they're becoming easy, I don't mean that they're easy. I mean that they're not. It's not hard for me to do it. I've done enough of them that it's becoming kind of a habit, kind of a routine, and I actually like that. That is something that is very positive, to see that kind of progress being made. Because when you have that happening, then you've put yourself into a position where there's going to be some real profit. I might take like a week off, but if I take a week off, it's not because I'm not trying to get on stage. It's really just because I'm going to focus on my being a dad, rehearsing, writing my material, and working out. It's just that I didn't do stand-up on stage that much that week. That's all. I was doing a lot behind closed doors. A lot. Just so that when I come back, I'm even a little bit stronger. I run every day, almost every day. Run, I write, stretching. It's this thing where if something dramatic happens, then you have to adjust to make that improvement. Now, that's one thing. Something dramatic happens, you have to adjust to make that improvement. It's forcing you to make an improvement. But, there's this thing where, if you just show up every single day, some days are just, some days are going to be hard, man. They're going to be like, God, I'm getting nothing. All this effort, I'm getting no return on this effort. But you're getting return. You're growing just a little bit. But the thing is, it becomes easier to put in the effort if you do it every day. So it becomes easy to do it. So then when things are easier for you to do, then that creates this space. Some things are really hard for certain people to even do. So just getting to that point, they're just oh, I just did it, I'm good. And then they feel all accomplished. And I'm well, that's not that. I can do that with much less difficulty. It's not as challenging for me to do it. And because of that, I have more energy. than you do after the fact. So now I can do some other stuff too. I can do this, and this, because it's not as hard for me to do that. I can go through it, I can break it down, I can edit it, I can see it, I see what I'm trying to say, I know what I'm trying to say, I know who I am, and I run through stuff. And I've also been doing it consistently, so people are like buying into my shit more than they buy into your shit. They see my shit all the time. He's always putting something out. I want to have it to where it's like blog. Every day he's got a blog. Every day he's got an audio thing. Every day he's got a new picture, a new this, a new that. Yeah, you gotta have your site be poppin'. Have your site be poppin', dog. What about you? What are you doing? I know what I do. And I'm not even looking at your stuff, dude. I'm just doing my thing. I'm not even interested. It's not that I'm not interested. I'm actually interested, but I'm more interested in what I'm doing. I'm more interested in what I'm trying to achieve and achieving it. And just because you're going up and doing sets doesn't mean that you're getting that much better. Because I was going up and doing a lot of sets and I wasn't listening to them. So then I got to this position where like I needed to start listening to these sets, and I made it a quest, practice. Every day I'm listening to sets, and I just kept listening to them all the time, to the point where now I'm good. You gotta listen to the set right after you get out of the car, and then from there, like right after the performance, get in the car, listen to the set. That's when you do it. And then you get home, listen to it again, and then the next day listen to it one more time. Maybe listen to it 3 times. And I think that that's fair. That's more than enough. And you take some notes on it, and then you like write like then. And that'll get you more ideas for tags and things like that. And then that's kind of how it happens. I think that's a good way to do it. Also, because otherwise you're just gonna have to be like, okay, now it's time to write. Now it's time to listen to sets, and that's kind of hard. I also think whatever you're really having trouble with, you gotta like try to do that thing first thing in the morning. It's really tough to do that too. Like wake up first thing in the morning and start doing that. I see somebody like Mark Wahlberg, and he was Marky Mark from Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and then he started doing movies, and now he just does movies, and he's like a legit actor, right? So how do you get to that point? Get like Mark Wahlberg, right? He's a cool dude. He's a man. I want to be like that. Like those guys have got it. Terry Crews, like he got to that spot. Let's get to that spot. Let's get there. Will Ferrell got to SNL, and then from SNL, he became this movie star because he's funny. He's a funny actor too. I want to watch like best of Will Ferrell, and because I have the best of Mike Myers, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna watch a lot of the Mike Myers DVDs too, because he's super funny. And listen to a lot. I'm just gonna go back and like really, really heavily listen to a lot more comedy. Some people think that the visual things define who we are. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. I got so mad at my mom today because I had to, like, I don't like having to lose arguments. And sometimes you're not actually, this is the thing, you're not losing the argument because you're not going to win the argument. And it's not a win or loss thing. Like debates, like I think I would have really enjoyed debate class and stuff like that. I think I would have really liked that. But because I like to just, not that I like to argue, I just like that kind of Is it litigation? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's interesting to just play those angles and stuff like that. Now, one thing is there are situations you won't win. You can't. It's not a thing to be won, and you're trying to win it. But maybe not specifically like I want to win. Like I want you to be like, oh, I get it. I'm wrong. Da 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 da. I'm sorry, I see your point now. Okay, I'm going to change my point of view, and now I'm going to think and live my life like this now. That's like the very best thing that could happen. When does that happen? It doesn't even happen, like, if it's like, does that happen, like, in a one-to-one situation, like, where you're talking to your friend? I mean, it doesn't really happen on the street, does it? Like, if somebody you just met, are you going to take their shit, or are you just going to, like, use your, whatever you believe in, and your confirmation bias to support your own opinion about like how things are going? That's really what's going to happen. That's really how it's going to go down. Or you got to be in a relationship. But a lot of times you're in a relationship and your wife or your girlfriend's going to say something and you're like, no, but that's not how it is. But the thing is, you're right. They're wrong. But you're not going to win. And they're not going to listen to you and change and do that kind of stuff. They're not. You just have to go with it. And my thing, I'm stubborn. I'll be like, if you start shouting at me and shit, I'll start shouting at you. I'm not going to like move on stuff. I try to pivot. I can't even pivot with some of these people. Somebody's trying to use another example I'm going to use a completely different example to support the point that I was making. But you can't even get off of this so that I can bring that up because you're so stuck. And I actually have a lot of experience with that situation, but it doesn't mean that I'm good at that. It's not going to be as hard for me to deal with it as it is for other people to deal with it, though. Yeah. I like the woman more than the guy because I'm a woman. I like the woman more than the guy because I'm with my girlfriend. And if I like the guy more than the woman, then I'm scared that my girlfriend won't suck my dick later. Oh, no. But that guy's telling the truth. Only like the single dude. Only like the single guy. He's like, I don't gotta listen to your shit. Suck my dick all the way to the root. All the way to the root. Yeah. Nobody's saying that. Like, I don't have to listen to your shit. Oh my God, it's so free. I'm free because I realize I don't have to listen to people. I only have to listen to a couple people. There's people I don't want to piss off, but I don't have to listen to you. But some people feel like they gotta like be listening to people. Like, you pay me, man, and I do what you want because you pay me. Like, if you didn't pay me to do this shit, I'd be out so fast. Like, if I didn't think that this would help me somehow, I'd be gone. Because you motherfuckers don't even like me. You guys don't even like these motherfuckers. Like, he's working too hard. You don't want the comedian. I don't want my comedian I don't want my comedian sweaty. You don't want a sweaty comedian? I will be a sweaty comedian. Yeah. Okay, so like I've been talking this whole time and singing and going off on different things. I'm trying to be... We gotta get things done. So I'm gonna start making more money by doing that acting shit. That's how I'm gonna make money. Doing background stuff, acting, and then just keep doing my comedy, man. I'm sticking with it. I'm not gonna stop because you don't like my jokes. Why would you? You would never want somebody to be like, yeah, that was his last set. And that was his last set. Okay, I'm back. I made it all the way back.